All right, what's up, everyone? Maury Croson here from the Performance Lab of California. Just wanted to say to start off, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are out there watching. And this is going to be a special post, a special breakdown for a mother. It is of Kerri Walsh Jennings. Kerri Walsh Jennings is one of the best beach volleyball players of, certainly this generation. Her and Missy May won a few gold medals, and she's going and currently competing to try to get another gold medal now with April Ross. And so the reason I wanted to do a breakdown on her is, one, we want to get a little bit more into jumping, get a little bit more information into jumping, and give a couple different dynamics there. But also we want to do somebody that's a mom, and Kerri Walsh Jennings, she has 3 beautiful children, and thought we would go ahead and again, do a breakdown of both a jumper as well as a mom. And so what we're going to do here is look at what Kerri does that makes her very good. First of all, she is 6'2". Another thing is she is in sand, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. But one of the things I'm always interested in is your approach and your ability to load. And so one of the things that you can definitely tell when she goes into approach here is she gets a lot of extension. Sorry about the quality of the video. It's just hard to find something where you can get her full body and get a good angle here. But you can see, as she's going, she first really gets back and extends, and then from there, and that's going to help set her spine up because she actually hits the ground, and when she fully hits the ground, her arms are about even with the hips, so she's not hitting the ground with the arms back behind. You can see as she's loading, she's pushing in, and I think this is a very, very important part of your loading phase as well, is making sure that when you actually are loading, you kind of get this kind of prep where you press down into the ground originally. Okay, see how that's happening, how she's like going, and she's first kind of jumping down in the ground. So what you want to do is, especially for somebody that is moving horizontally, so first she's moving towards the net, then she goes here, and she pushes down. It's great to be able to push down into a ground, but pushing down to sand also helps in making it so now you get a vertical force to be able to push you straight up. And what's kind of interesting about what she does when she's loading is her feet are pretty close together, which then makes it so when she comes up, she goes outwards a lot with both of her feet, both of her knees, until she gets a lot of extension there. I know it might be a little bit difficult to see which one of her legs are hers, but notice how she goes and she's very, very close with her feet, boom, so both her legs are really close to each other. Again, she's loading with those arms, pushing down to the ground. Her back ends up being very, very straight because of her ability to kind of load up, keeping those arms way back behind her. Then from there, she's going to go and utilize that force. And this is something, again, that's very, very difficult to kind of teach, but she does a great job of initiating by rolling her hips through. See that, what she does right there with those hips? That's a crucial part of being able to maximize your ability to be able to jump high, is being able to roll those hips through just like that. So she's rolling, she gets everything into triple extension. And part of when she's getting into triple extension, she's also pushing out with her knees, which makes it so she's able to get a lot of height, a lot of verticality. Even in sand, she's able to get a lot. And I'm sure out of sand, she's a very good jumper as well. Now, what makes her very good at being able to, be good at volleyball is also being able to get a lot of extension. See that extension here in her lumbar spine, which just makes it so she can get more external rotation on the shoulder, makes it so she can create greater load onto the shoulder, and then from there, she uses her spine primarily to initiate that downward force. See how you can see her pelvis kind of roll underneath the other way, go into that posterior tilt, and then she flexes her back, and then from that's where she gets all of her force into the ball as she's coming through to really nail it home and maximize her ability to create force in her actual throw. Her actual spike. Okay, just another one real quick. Again, notice how when she's approaching, her arms are back behind her as she's getting ready, and this is going to help align her spine. Then when she goes and she's actually pushing down, now her arms are about even with her, but she's using her arms to get herself up. When she's getting her arms up, she's also rolling the hips, getting into great extension with those hips, and part of when she's getting into that extension, she's pushing hard down into those toes, really maximizing your ability to utilize the feet, and also going outwards with her knees. And when she goes outwards with her knees, now she's going to come down and really plant the ball hard in order to to really hit the ball and initiate the spike. And I mean, a lot of the same things that we're seeing in that first video where, you know, she's going, she starts those feet pretty close. As she's coming up, she pushes out with those legs, rolls those hips, gets in a lot of extension within the spine, and then uses that extension of the spine to then flex the spine and hit the ball hard in order to maximize her force in the ball during her spike. So yeah, I mean, just a quick little breakdown here of Kerri, and just get some more information on how you can better jump. I mean, really a big part of jumping is being able to maximize both your ability to utilize your ankles and your ability to utilize your hips, but also being able to load from a very stable position in your spine and using that stability to activate your core. And when you could use your core better, then you could better utilize the ankles, better utilize the hips. So there's a lot of things that go into this in order to maximize performance within jumping. And again, happy Mother's Day. We wanted to be able to do a little special post for all the mothers out there. So yeah, if you watch this and you have any questions about jumping, ways that we can improve for you, don't hesitate to reach out. We are developing a jump program for everybody out there that is interested. If that's you, you can go ahead and send us an email. We can tell you a little bit more about it. My email is Morey, MOREY @yourperformancelab.com. As always, thanks for watching these videos, and we will see you soon.